Joyous greetings, family. Joan Vivek, aka Aina, here again with you in this time space, and we're talking numerology. I give thanks to my ancestors, Mary, Orisha, the universal light healing energies that keep me going, growing, and glowing as I continue on my journey. Modukwe, Ibashe, Ibashe, Ibashe. Ago. Yes, family. So this month of November is going to be one to remember. We have the 8th vibration leading the charge this month, and the 8 is about mastering this material plane, as well as the finer realms. And so we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Let me just give you a little insight as to how we get to the fact that the 8 is the vibration that's dominating this month, right? We are in a 6th year. 2022 is a 6th year. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 will give you 6. As you know, we normally choose all the numbers that we're dealing with to single digit, right? So we are in a 6th year, 2022. So number 11 month, which is November, when you add the 11 to the 6, we get 17. And then we further reduce it to 1 plus 7 is 8. So this is how we get that 8 is the vibration that we're under this month. Alright? And you could do that for any year, any month that you want to find out what is the more or less the dominant vibration for that month. So this month we're under the 8. We're not just under the 8 this month, we're under the 8, yes, but we also have a lunar eclipse that's carded for the 8th of this month, so there's another 8. So the 8 is doubly strong. Given that, let me talk about the groups of people that are going to be more directly or more significantly affected by this 8 vibration. Anybody who is born on the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th of any month, but especially this month, will be impacted by this 8 vibration that's in gear this month. We also have people who were born on a Saturday. Saturday is governed by the 8. People who are under the sun sign Capricorn, also governed by the 8. Alright, so these people are going to be more significantly impacted by the 8. Also, those who in your numerology chart you have a number of 8s in different positions, you're going to be more significantly impacted. We're all going to be feeling the effects of the 8, but these people would feel it more and probably be influenced by it more simply because they are already harmonizing with the number 8. Alright, so this month we can look forward to change. Changes are going to come, changes are going to happen, given the eclipse and the 8 working together. So you can expect to find significant changes happening if you're aware of it. This is why I'm saying this, well, at this time of the month, so that you can be looking out for it, checking it. I am already seeing some changes happening in my life, but I'll get back to that a little way down the road. Let's talk about what the number 8 is about. The number 8 is about balance. I like to look always at the shape of the letters to get an idea of the vibration that it's carried. The letters and the numbers, because we use letters and numbers in numerology. But right now I'm talking about the number 8, right? The number 8, it consists of 2 circles really. We have one on top and one below. And they come together at a point of balance, which is neither bearing down too much on the one below nor protruding too much on the one on top. There's a point of balance in the middle there. All right, and when we look at that 8, we get a sense of one of the great metaphysical truths coming out here, which says, as above, so below. So you have the same thing above, the 0 above, the circle above, and the circle below, both harmoniously balanced. So the 8 is about keeping that balance and the strength that comes from keeping that balance, because balance really is where your strength lies. When you're thrown off balance is when you start to feel the negative effects of external events and even internal events. Your point of balance is the one that we always strive to keep. So this is what the 8 is about. Many people want to have, they change their names so that it could be harmonious with the 8, because 8 is about success on the physical plane, success in business, success in money. So you find 8s are very good at financial management, business management. They make good CEOs, top level executives in companies, and they have that business acumen tied down, or the ability to have it tied down. Because again, as I'm saying that, I must always go back to the fact that each vibration operates on a spectrum, all right? And we want to be harmonious. We want to be at that point of balance. But you always have an either end, sometimes an excess or a lack of or an inability to harmonize fully with the vibration that happens, right? But when I'm speaking generally, I'm going to talk from the point of the balance space. So the 8 has that ability to really be good in business, and to manage and to self-motivate, and even to motivate others. All right, so it is a good vibration, a good song vibration for those who are seeking success in terms of money and business. But again, we say as above, so below. So if you're looking to get that success in business and in your finances, obviously you have to walk with that higher knowledge of self and that grounding also in spirit to really resonate and to build and to grow in a balanced way on the physical plane and in all those fields that I talked about. So let's look at what the 8 means in one or two other disciplines, because it's always good to cross-reference when we're learning and when we're growing. That is how we get a deeper sense of what we're talking about, and that is how we sort of validify what one source is saying. This is a common thing in research. We know we don't just take one source as being valid without checking, cross-referencing with others, right? So let's look at the tarot. The tarot, the 8th card in the tarot is the strength card. And remember, I talked about the 8 being strength in balance, right? So in the tarot, it is the strength card. And how it is demonstrated in the tarot card, it shows a lion, which is a masculine force, which is we see lions as being strong, ferocious, having that kind of energy, right? And the lion is depicted being tamed or being calmed by a female, a very soft, very docile female. So this taming is coming through not brute force, not physical strength or anything like that, but that taming is coming from a space that is so harmonized and is so balanced that it can tame a ferocious force. So what we gather from that is that strength isn't always about force, isn't always about pushing and how much you could do and how much you could push and you could lift and you could, not about brawn necessarily and physical strength, but it is, strength is about who you are in that space, the balance that you have, the harmony that is within, that resonates with you, and being able to emit that harmony and that balance and that peace that is within you into the external space, and therefore shape it and mold it into what you want, into what is manageable for you, so that you can more or less control your space, so that, just like I said, as above so below, as within so without. So when you find that harmony and that balance within, you're going to be able to shape and manage your external environment. So that is the kind of strength that we talk about when we talk about the 8. So this is what the tarot says about the 8. All right. When we look at the Orisha tradition, 8 is one of the numbers of Orisha Obatala, and Orisha Obatala is known as several things, but one of them is the deputy to Olodumare. So, and we know Olodumare as the overall creator. And if Obatala is the deputy to Olodumare, it means that he is high up in the rankings, right? He is also referred to as the Orisha of the white cloth. Now, this white that Orisha Obatala is about is a kind of purity and balance that is able to deflect any negatives that would be thrown at him, and he's able to remain balanced and whole within himself. So again, you have that kind of strength that doesn't necessarily come from physical abilities, but comes from internal balance and self-knowledge, and that the harmony that comes with that, being able to again emit it in your space and keep whole. So this is a kind of powerful vibration that is around us during this month, allowing us or calling on us to get within ourselves and develop ourselves, balance and harmonize the higher aspects of self, spiritual aspects of self, with the material plane, and the material aspects, the money and the eat of food thinking. We must balance it with spiritual aspects and abilities to be able to first feel and develop that peace within, and harmonize it, emit it, and bring harmony to our external environment. So, as I said, all of us are going to be benefiting and being impacted on by the 8. So, as we understand what the vibration is about, we can now harmonize with that flow and gain from it and grow with it and build with it. As I said earlier, I am already feeling the influences of that in my personal life, and I'm seeing it in the lives, at least in the life of one individual that's very close to me. And I'm going to mention it so you can see what I'm talking about. This particular individual has reached a point now where he has lost his job. And of course, most people, you tell about somebody losing the job, and this time it's like, oh my God, it's like a big disaster. But I had to speak with that individual and let them know, hey, this is not a bad thing. Remember, this is something you were supposed to walk away from that job months now, and you haven't done it. It has reached the point now where you have to find another job, because the choice has been taken away from you. You have to do it now. So again, here's the change coming, and it is going to look, it looked to him as though it was, oh my God, what will I do? But you was lapsing before. You were supposed to do this, you were procrastinating, and it has reached the point now where you have to do it. And sometimes this is how the change comes. It comes in a way where it looks like frustration, it looks like, oh God, you're defeated. But no, we need to look beyond and look past and call within, because sometimes we're pulling back and we're not using all that we have because of either fears, or we get into a comfort zone and we know we're supposed to do something else, but yeah, I'll go do it, and we never get around to do it. Well, sometimes this is what life does for us, not to us, for us. It pushes and prods us into having to make those sometimes hard decisions that we've been avoiding, trying to put off for the longest while. So when things like that happen, embrace it, recognize what is going on, and know that, okay, whoever you see as your divine connections, okay, thanks, I have been absent, let me look in, let me see what it is I can do. Alright? And I know that this individual is going to do just fine, but sometimes we rock back into the comfort. All of us do. I certainly do. And as I said, for me, I am feeling it. I am seeing myself doing things now that I would not have done before. I didn't feel strong enough, brave enough, confident enough to do it. And now I am taking it on, I am doing it, I am going for it, and I am getting there. So I'm just saying this to encourage you, so that even though changes may come in ways that appear negative, embrace it as change, as part of life, part of the growing process, because nature, the universe, the creator is pushing us to evolve, to grow, to be, to know. And yeah, let's get with the program, work with the vibration, develop ourselves, create that balance and that harmony and that flow within, that we can grow without it. So during this month, I'm encouraging you to harmonize with the 8, grow with the 8, and be creative. We are creative people. We know how to live. We just don't remember sometimes. So take a minute with me now, and let's just flow just shortly with the 8, and let's see how we can bring that in and boost ourselves. Okay? So just close your eyes for a minute with me and just relax. Just relax. Put aside all the problems, all the troubles, all the whatever. Just be with you now. It's just about you and your creator. You and yourself, your full self. You're bringing back all your energies to you. Breathe in and out. Let's go in and out. In, out, in, and out. And keep breathing, and keep being conscious of that breath. Being conscious of yourself. advantage of what is available to us in the higher realms and on the lower realms. And in order to do that, we must be balanced. So let us take a minute to call in all of the 8 offers, to call in that opening to the higher realms, that ability to see, to feel, to know what is required, and that ability to physically allow it to flow in the physical plane. And as you harness the balance of the 8, you bring to bear within yourself that ability to self-motivate, to be able to actually go out there and be, to go out there and do, from a space of balance, from a space of love, from a space of purity, from a space of growth. All the plans that you would have had and put on the shelf, pick them up, dust them off, put them into place, put them into place. That business, that practice, things that you wanted to initiate, go for it now. Harmonize with the 8 vibration and allow the wisdom of your ancestors in. Allow in the wisdom of your ancestors, those lights who were there before. They know the way. Allow them to guide you and to keep you balanced and to keep you whole. Continue to breathe and flow. Breathe and flow. Breathe and flow. And feel yourself expanding and growing and being and knowing. Come back to your breath. Focus on your breath. And bring yourself back into the here and now. Feeling better, more inspired, more sure, more whole, and ready to go. Okay, so that was just a little flow that I like to do because learning about the numbers in theory is one thing, but numerology is a practical experience, you know, and the little meditation that I did is something that you could customize to your own self. You would know what it is you need in this moment, and you bring it in, you harmonize with it, and then you're able to emit it. So this is just my little thing that I've shared with you this morning about the November the 8th, and I hope that it has inspired you to push on, to move on, to grow, to evolve, and to get a deeper understanding of self and of world. And if I've done that, I have done well. So thank you for spending this time with me, and I want this month to be really a blessing to you, as it is for me. As I wish for myself, I wish for you. And if you have enjoyed it, please like the video. If you think that it can be of benefit to anyone you know, please share it with them, and also subscribe to the channel.